Hi everyone, my name is Brian and I create Photoshop content to help motivate and provide tips and tricks on how you can improve your print-on-demand designs and shops. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's great to have you here. I'd like to invite you to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and don't forget to hit the bell notification icon so that you'll be notified whenever I post a new video or any information on how to make some extra cash online. Now with that said, let me share my computer screen with you so that I can show you how easy it is to create a seamless pattern design. Let's go. Okay everyone, here we are on my computer screen, and first thing that I'm going to do, as you can see, I'm already have Photoshop open. I'm going to create a new canvas by using the keyboard shortcut Control or Command on a Mac N. Alright, and it's going to give me the new document window, and in the preset details I'm going to select 1000 pixels as my width and then 1000 as the height, and I'm going to change the resolution to 300. You'll notice that I was using the tab key on the keyboard to move from one field to the other, or you can use the mouse pointer. Again, like I said in previous videos, I love using keyboard shortcuts. I feel that it helps me to move a little bit faster. So I click on create, and now I have my canvas open. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create my vertical and horizontal guidelines so that I can make sure that everything that I put in terms of my clip art is going to be centered. And in order to do that, I'm using the shortcut keys Alt-V-E, and I'm going to set my vertical position to 500. Click enter on the keyboard, and then I'm going to click Alt-V-E on the keyboard again, and this time select the horizontal and key in 500, and then I click OK, or I hit enter on the keyboard. Now what I want to do is I want to import a clip art that I would like to use for my seamless design, or for my pattern, let's put it this way. I went ahead and I chose a clip art of a cute pug, which I'm going to be dragging in, and as I drag it in, you can see Photoshop automatically centers it, which is great. So I'm going to hit enter on the keyboard, and now I have my pug dead centered. Now in order to create the pattern, I need to duplicate this pug layer, this clip art layer, and I can do that by clicking Control J on the keyboard. And as you can see, I now have two layers. I have the original pug layer, and now I have the pug copy layer. Now once the pug copy layer is highlighted, I'm going to move my mouse pointer to filter, and I'm going to scroll all the way down to other, and then I'm going to select offset. Now because of the fact that we're working on a 1000 by 1000 pixel document, or canvas, sorry, I already have the horizontal and vertical offset numbers already keyed in, which is 500 by 500. Okay, now when I click OK, we're going to have obviously the copied pug split into 4 equal positions in each of the corners. Alright, now once you have that set, you can either keep the background layer as white, or you can turn off the background layer so that you get a nice transparent background. So I'm going to do that. Alright, and now I want to define the pattern, and in order to do that, I move my mouse pointer to edit. The window opens, and I'm going to go all the way down to define pattern. Once I click on define pattern, I want to give a name for this pattern. So let's say we're going to call it cute pug. All right, I'm going to click OK, and now we have the pattern defined. And now to prepare this this pattern for print-on-demand upload, what I need to do is I need to create a new document. So I'm going to hit Control N on the keyboard, and I'm going to choose a preset of 7000 by 7500 pixels at 300 ppi. It's personal preference. I find that this this canvas size allows me to work on a lot of the all-over garments and different items that platforms like RedBubble and Teepublic have on offer. So I'm going to click on Create. All right. Now we're going to do two very important things over here. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a new layer. and we're going to fill that layer with any color that we want. So let's say we're going to fill it with black. Now, here's a cool shortcut key that I'd like to share with you. So you've got your color selection over here on the left hand side, and right now it's toggled with black and white. All right, if you have any other color and you want to go back to black and white, all you need to do is hit D on the keyboard and it goes back to the baseline black and white. All right, if you want to switch them, you can either click on this arrow and now we have white as the foreground color and black as the background, or you can hit X on the keyboard, and then you can see each time I hit X, the colors switch positions. Right now I have white in the foreground and I have black in the foreground now. Okay, now I want to fill in the canvas. In order to do that, a shortcut key that I enjoy using is holding on the Alt key on the keyboard and then clicking on the backspace key. And when I do that, the entire canvas fills in with the foreground color, which in this case happens to be black. Alright, so I'm going to hit Control Z, we'll do it again. Alright, so I'm going to hold the Alt key and I'm going to tap on the backspace key. And voila, we have the canvas all covered in black. Alright, so let me just float the canvas over here too as well. I'm going to hit Control 0 so that the canvas fits into the screen. Alright, now here's where we're going to define the pattern. So on the layer 1, we're going to right click on it and we're going to choose blending options. So I'm going to left click on blending options, little tongue twister there. Alright, I'm going to bring the window into view for you, and just about here you're going to see pattern overlay. You're going to click on it, and I happen to already have the pug design listed, so it's coming up over there. But let's say for example it wasn't there. How would you find it? Well, you would click on the down arrow here and it will bring you all of the different patterns that you have available. So I'm going to click on this one, which is the last one that I did with you, and then I'm going to click anywhere outside, and here now I can adjust the scale of the pattern. I can make it super small and condensed, or I can increase it all the way to the opposite side and make it so large that you barely see more than one. What we want to do is take it about halfway. Let's say we want to go about, I don't know, 168. That looks pretty good. And when I'm happy with it, I want to click on OK. Alright, now I can easily save this as a PNG document with a black background, and for a lot of the products that will actually work. But for those products where different colors are available, well, you can't really just have it black, because if you do so, you're going to be limiting the different options that people can have in order to select, I don't know, maybe an all-over shirt or a duvet cover with a different color. So the best thing to do would be to upload this pattern with a transparent background. And that's very simple to do. So in order to make a transparent background, all I have to do is turn off the first layer, and then I'm going to go into the layer 1, the one that has the pattern overlay, and I'm going to reduce the fill. You see that over here, the top fill? Right now it's 100% black. If I click on the down arrow and I drag the slider all the way down to 0, now I've got the pattern overlay. I have the pattern here that I want, but the black is missing. It's gone. And now I can save it as a transparent PNG, and then I can upload it onto RedBubble or Teepublic. So here we are on RedBubble now, and I'm in the Add New Work section of the platform. I just click on Upload New Work, and then I choose the pug pattern in this particular case. So I'll click in and then choose Open. Now while it's uploading, you can start thinking about the title that you would like to give for your work. Include some tags. Alright, I would recommend anywhere between 15 and 17 tags. Please make your tags relevant to what it is you're uploading. Don't bombard the system with tags that are spammy, because it's only going to work against you. And obviously it's very annoying to clients who are looking for something pertaining to a pug and then see a design about something totally different. It's going to work against you. Don't bother doing that. And then obviously you put in a description about what it is your pattern is showing, so that obviously in Google SEO it'll come up and people will be able to find your work there too as well based on your description. Now, what you can do here is you can actually insert a background color. By default, it's set to white. If you would like to make it black, you click on the background color field here, and you're going to have a color palette which is opened. And then you're going to click on the bottom field and delete the Fs. 6 Fs equals all white, and instead you're going to replace them with 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then hit the tab key. So you can see black has appeared, and then you just click outside of the field to clear it, and all of the products, well, the majority of the products now have a black background with the pattern that you put in. Now, it's time to sort of manipulate each product to see what looks good, what doesn't, what are you going to keep, what you're not going to keep, what you're going to turn on, and what you're going to turn off. Alright? So in this particular case, with patterns, I wouldn't recommend leaving your standard print clothing and large print clothing enabled. Not many people are going to like just a pattern in a rectangular box all across their chest. What you might want to do if you want is you want to edit it and maybe increase the size of the product, and perhaps maybe get it to a point where you only have a few of the pugs appearing. That might be palatable for some people too as well. Alright, now for the standard print clothing sections and the large print clothing, you need to actually physically change the background color. By default, it will be set to white. If you want to have it black, just simply click on the black color and boom, the color of the shirt turns to black. There are a bunch of different shirts in this category. There are 12 in total actually, and not all of them will change to black just because you changed the first one. So you do need to go into them and actually check that all of them are black. And to do so, you just click on the drop down arrow over here, you have a new window open, and then just go from one to the next. And the first 3 or 4 of them will be black, but the baseball 3/4 sleeve is going to come out with black sleeves and a white chest. In order to invert that, just click the opposite icon here. Alright, and you have your long sleeve, which will be in white as well. Click on black for that as well. And then your pullover sweatshirts and your hoodies should be black too as well. Alright, so they are. Okay, now you can see underneath the word standard print clothing that you've got 9 out of 12 products enabled. Those other 3 products pertain to children's wear, and RedBubble does not turn those on automatically for every design, because there might be some designs which are not applicable for children. But in this particular case, because pugs are something that children like to as well, I can turn those on too. And in order to do so, I click on this section over here, which opens the availability window. And as you can see, kids clothes, kids pullover hoodie, and toddler pullover hoodie are not toggled. To do so, I just click on the boxes to the left of each, and now the number of enabled products has gone up to 12 out of 12. So I have everything enabled over there, and I can do the same thing with the large print clothing. So I can just click on that, and I move to the editing section for large print clothing. I want to tick on all of those to make sure that they're all black, as you can see me doing so. And I can increase the scale image. Let's see if I take it up really large. 82%. Maybe if I just drag it over a little bit, maybe make it a little bit larger. Obviously you have to play around with these things. Every pattern is going to be a little bit different. Some are going to look good on shirts, others aren't going to. I'm the type of person, if it doesn't look good, I just turn it off. I'd rather have a client find just a few items of my designs that look really great, rather than having everything toggled for the simple sake of having everything toggled for the numbers and the design looks horrible. I feel that it gives me a bad name, and I don't think that would be really great to have. So if it doesn't look good, turn it off. And to be honest with you, I'm not really happy with it, so I'm going to click outside and I'm going to disable large print clothing. Alright, so you know it's disabled because you have the word disabled and it is in green like the other ones on either side of it. Now, let's move down to the other products. Sleeveless tops looks pretty good. I'm going to leave it like that. Moving it down, you have your chiffon tops, your graphic t-shirt dresses, graphic t-shirts. These all look pretty good. Your A-line dresses, stickers and magnets, I'm going to turn those off. As a pattern, it doesn't look good. And if somebody were to order it, unless they want to have the patience of cutting each and every single sticker out, it will just be a blob, a big mess, and pretty annoying. So I'm not going to have that available, and I've just disabled it, as you can see. So your phone cases and skins are okay. You have your phone wallets, your pillows and totes, your floor pillows. So we're going to continue moving on, and as you can see, mini skirts has been disabled. I'm going to turn that on. There might be somebody out there who likes to wear a mini skirt with pug design on it, so we've turned that on just in case. We have your scarves, tablet cases and skins, drawstring bags, etc. Moving down, we have the throw blankets and tapestries, which are off, so I'm going to disable that. I'm going to enable that, sorry, too, as well as I'm going to do the same for your bath mats. Water bottles, not too happy with the way that's looking, so I'm turning that off. And I'm turning off the tote bags too as well. Again, this is my preference. You might want to keep them. You might want to play around with it and enlarge or decrease. For the purposes of this example, I'm just going to turn them off. I'm going to enable the masks because I think the masks look really cool with that. You have your aprons, then your backpacks, your fitted masks, and socks. I'm going to turn on the leggings and turn on the duffel bags as well. So I'm pretty happy with the way everything is looking. Didn't have to do too much in the way of modifications. Again, it's a preference game. You can go through each one on your own and at your own pace and adjust accordingly. And when you're happy, you're going to move down to the bottom here, and you've got your media section where you can select up to 2 categories. I'm going to choose design and illustration and digital art. And then if you have any collections, you might want to toggle which collection you'd like this pattern to appear in. And then the final 3 steps, you have to first toggle whether or not this is mature content or not. Clearly this isn't, so I'm going to click on no. Alright, and then the default product in your shop. Which product are they going to be showcasing your pattern on? By default, you get optimized, which is the recommended choice that RedBubble gives. And for patterns, I would recommend leaving it on the optimize. So every time somebody sees one of your patterns, is going to toggle from one product to another, so that maybe obviously somebody who might be looking for a shirt or looking for a duvet cover or a throw or a pillow or whatnot, they might see it appear and say, oh, that looks nice, I think I'm going to choose that, you know, and they might click on it and see all of the other products that you have this pattern available on. All right. If you want to be a little bit more specific and tell RedBubble, hey, no, just show my pattern on something like a pillow, well, you click on the down arrow here, you've got all of the products listed here, and you just go to pillow. In this particular case, a pillow on top of a sofa will be considered a throw pillow. You click on it, and now whenever your design shows up, it's going to appear on a throw pillow. Right? And then once you're happy with the way your product is going to be showing on the marketplace, you just click this last check over here telling RedBubble that you have the right to sell the product, and then you click save work, and off it goes into the marketplace for potential clients to see and hopefully to purchase. So that's basically it, how to go about uploading to RedBubble, how to create a pattern design in Photoshop. I hope you found this video informative. If you have any questions or comments that you would like to send to me, please feel free to do so in the comment field below. And until the next video, take care, be safe, and we'll see you again really soon. Bye for now.